If I testify about myself, my testimony is not true. There is another who testifies in my favor, and I know that his testimony about me is true. You have sent to John, and he has testified to the truth. Not that I accept human testimony, but I mention it that you may be saved. John was a lamp that burned and gave light, and you chose for a time to enjoy his light. I have testimony weightier than that of John, for the works that the Father has given me to finish, the very works that I am doing, testify that the Father has sent me. And the Father who sent me has himself testified concerning me. You have never heard his voice, nor seen his form, nor does his word dwell in you, for you do not believe the one he sent. You study the scriptures diligently because you think that in them you have eternal life. These are the very scriptures that testify about me, yet you refuse to come to me to have life. I do not accept glory from human beings, but I know you. I know that you do not have the love of God in your hearts. I have come in my Father's name, and you do not accept me. But if anyone else comes in his own name, you will accept him. How can you believe since you accept glory from one another, but do not seek the glory that comes from the only God? But do not think I will accuse you before the Father. Your accuser is Moses, on whom your hopes are set. If you believed Moses, you would believe me, for he wrote about me. But since you do not believe what he wrote, how are you going to believe what I say? Having integrity in whatever you do is everything. Without integrity, there is no point in pursuing anything. There are many sayings about integrity. Integrity is the quality of your honesty, empathy, compassion, and strong moral principles. Integrity is acting based on these values rather than personal gains. Integrity is choosing courage over comfort, being able to rise above the demands of our challenging reality. Integrity prefers the right thing rather than popularity, having commitment to whatever you do you believe is right, even without anyone watching. Integrity means practicing our values rather than simply professing them. Integrity is not given but earned through a consistency in being good and ethical in your day-to-day actions. Having integrity means acquiring a sound character as a human being. Integrity is about how you treat other people, how genuine your gesture is, even to the least of all. Integrity is the reason, the meaning, and the goal of our existence. Today, Jesus speaks about his integrity. He does not rely on what other people say, even to the best of John the Baptist's fiery testimony. Jesus' integrity comes from the Father, who edifies him through all the works that he accomplishes. He does not value any praises that come from human being. His main and only concern is what his Father thinks. He said, "How can you believe when you accept praise from one another and do not seek the praise that comes from the only God?" Friends, it is easy to say that we rank among the believers, but if we still rely heavily on the approvals of others, whether they come from our boss, our spouse, our friends, our colleagues, or anyone in need, then our integrity is still lacking. We need to learn from Jesus how single-minded he is in his dependency on the Father. If we say we are followers of Jesus, then the first and foremost is to follow his way with the Father. Friends, this is an entirely different approach in building the true integrity in our lives. No longer we need to work harder, try better, build stronger networks, have more capitals, and every other strategy offered by the world. What we need is to focus on our trust and our relationship with the Father. Everything else will come, because just as the Father approves the work of Jesus, his Son, He too will do miracles and wonders in whatever we do, because we too are His beloved sons and daughters.